Hi guys, welcome back for another episode of Gaming with My Dartswinger. For this episode, we're back on Star Citizen's PTU. This time, it's version 1.1.2, and we take a look at what's possibly the biggest part of the new update, the tutorials. The tutorials give us our first interaction with an NPC in Star Citizen, and not just the AI ships we fight with and against in Vandal Swarm. Anyone see the asteroid hangar in free flight on Dying Star that was introduced in the 1.1.1 patch? Well, now we return to it full of life in the tutorials. To top it off, we get to take off out of it. Remember though, this isn't the final version of the tutorials, but a bug hunting and feature tuning pre-alpha test build. There are two ways to access the tutorials. The first way is to press the escape key to access the menus, and then press the Arena Commander button. Then, you'll press the Basic Flight Training button. Here, you'll be able to select which training module that you're accessing. Once you have that selected, then you'll press Launch. The second way to enter the tutorials is to get in the SimPod. To get in the SimPod, walk up to it until you see the Use prompt, and then press F to enter. Then you'll press Basic Flight Training just as you did in the other method. And then you can select your training mode and then click Launch. Once in the tutorials, you'll be harshly greeted by instructor pilot, Gilly. Let's take a few seconds to look around while the textures load. When you're told to go to your ship, it may not be readily apparent which ship you need to go to, so I'll show you here. It's the Gladius on the pad to the right of your spawn.
I'm waiting, Brooke.
If you can't tell, Gilly is a bit impatient with you and will continue to rush you until you go over to him. As a bit of advice to you before you load into the tutorials, make sure that your controls are bound to where you want them.
Let's go.
It'll make the tutorials far easier to perform. Now that the textures are loaded, let's go over and talk to Gilly.
I'm Lucas Baramsko, but everyone knows me as Gilly. I've served in 6 squadrons and qualified on almost a dozen ships. So if you put in the time, I'll get you on the path to dogfighting with the best of them. We're gonna set you up in the ship on the landing pad over there. Hustle over and let's get going.
Though I know which ship to go to, I'm going to go over to Gilly's ship to get his reaction.
Easy there, rookie. That's my ride.
If you choose to do this, there is a walkway to the right of Gilly's ship that leads directly to yours. Adding to the feel of the tutorial is the background music that sounds as if it's straight out of Top Gun. I love it. When you're ready to continue with the tutorial, walk up to your Gladius and press the F key when the Use prompt appears, just like you do to get in your ships in the hangar. It is worth noting that you can do these tutorials straight through, or you can break them up one at a time. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to break some of them up.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Alright, first things first. Take a look around your cockpit and familiarize yourself with the layout. It's imperative to quickly find and access specific controls. Last thing you want to be doing in a scrap is bringing up the instructions. You'll notice the majority of your systems are disabled. I'll be controlling when they're on and offline to simulate potential scenarios and combat situations. Let's get ready for takeoff. I'll do this step by step to show you how it's done. Systems, check. Engines, check. Tower, permission for launch.
Cleared for launch.
Copy that, tower. Alright, first I want to lift vertically until I'm just clear of the landing pad. Now that I'm clear, I can strafe forward onto the taxiway. Now I square my ship up with the ceiling doors, ready for a vertical takeoff. Once you're aligned, the tower will open the doors. That's it. Once I clear out, it'll be your turn. Ready? I'm enabling your systems. We'll monitor your progress from up here.
I want to apologize in advance for my lack of narration during this video. I feel that most of the tutorial can speak for itself, so I'm going to let it do so.
Cleared for launch.
Nice. You're clear of the pad. Okay, now straight forward onto the taxiway. If you need it, the tower should have lit up your path. Make sure you don't pitch or roll. It'll be tough to get back into proper alignment. Don't align yourself with the middle of the doors. You'd be surprised how many crews forget that the cockpit is not the center of the ship. The tower will open the doors once you're lined up. You're lined up.
Take note of the ship's position on the HUD, as that's where you'll need to be to leave the hangar. Here, I was trying to do a free look, but forgot which key it was bound to, and when I went to do the free look, I moved the ship with my mouse. As you're strafing up to leave the hangar, be sure to pause after you clear the first
Alignment's
door.
looking solid.
The control tower needs to close the inner door so they can open the outer door.
That's a good line, pilot. Great job. I haven't seen many pull one off on the first try.
Aegis combat system active. Systems
I've just enabled your targeting system. Use it to target me. Good. When pursuing a target, you'll want to keep your speed as close to theirs as possible. Give it a shot. Make sure I'm targeted and hit match speed. Great, you're locked on.
proximity alert deck.
Remember, this is an autopilot, so you still have to steer. But you'll notice that once you're locked, your computer will continue to monitor my speed and adjust. It doesn't matter if I speed up slowly or stop fast. That, my friend, is the Spire. Isn't she a beauty? Moving on. Now this is my favorite part of training, the barrel roll. So much fun. Rolling is a great way to orient your ship to fit through tight gaps or evade incoming fire. Now you give it a go. Nice one. Well, you seem to be able to handle your ship, so let's see if you can handle a bit of combat. Check your radar. You should have a contact. Don't worry, it's just a training drone. It handles just like the real thing, but its weapons are less than lethal. Saying that, they still pack a punch, so try not to take any hits if you don't have to. Use your targeting system to quickly target the closest enemy. Okay, now look at the top right of your HUD. You should see the target displayed. This will show real-time damage, shield status, and a few other things. Shields are drawn as panels floating around the ship. They'll shrink as they weaken until they disappear completely. At that point, your shots will hit the hull and cause lasting damage. Now your weapons are online. Line up your target and fire when you're ready. Good shot. See its shields weakening on your hut? Yeah, it didn't like that. What are you waiting for? Go finish it off. Now you have a target. You'll have extra aim reticules. Those are predicted impact points, or pips. They'll show you where to shoot to hit a moving target. Notice you have multiple pips with varying lag. Each of those indicates a weapon on your ship. The computer's trying to compensate for the varying speeds between your ballistic and energy projectiles. Watch it, Rookie. You're taking a lot of hull damage. Try to keep a shield between you and your enemy. Good hit. Keep firing. You're taking hits. Check your HUD for shield and damage stats. There you go. Keep on the pressure. Ease up. Your weapons are getting hot. Fire in controlled bursts. Give your weapons time to cool, or they'll overheat. Its shields are down. Finish it off with a missile. Missile locking sensors are on the nose, so keep your target in front of you long enough to lock on.
Missile launched.
Good kill. On me, Rookie.
When you get to the landing portion of the tutorial, you need to fly close to Gilly to proceed.
This should be close enough. Once landing mode's active, your HUD's gonna swap out your combat systems for landing-specific functionality. You can cycle through available landing pads the same as cycling through targets. Once you've targeted a landing pad, request permission to land. Go ahead and pick a landing pad. Your radars are placed by the landing system. It'll guide you to your pad and help you perform a safe landing. You can use the automatic ETL landing procedure or do the whole thing manually. Make sure your ship stays within the bounds of the pad, and keep your eye on your pitch and roll.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Touchdown. Great work. While we're waiting, feel free to take a look at your ship's setup. In there, you'll see your weapon groups, shield configuration, and power distribution. I wouldn't mess around with them during training. Topped off. Let's get back out there. Take off when you're ready. Think you could stay on my tail? You can also use it to overpower your maneuvering thrusters in order to take tighter corners. You do have a limited amount that takes time to replenish, so don't go nuts with it. If you need to cut your speed in a hurry, use your space brake. It's much quicker than dialing back your engines, and the moment you let go of it, you'll automatically accelerate back up to your previous speed. Think you can put all this together? Let's see. Still with me, kid? Good job. Now, one thing you need to understand, every ship's outfitted with systems to look out for you. That last sharp turn, you probably felt your ship clamp down on the speed. That's your G-Safe system kicking in, making sure that you aren't taking too many G-forces and blacking out. If you need to get that extra edge in turning, you can disable G-Safe, but be warned, an unconscious pilot turns to a dead one pretty quick. You also have ComStab, which adjusts your forward velocity so you can make controlled turns. Disabling ComStab will allow you to maintain your velocity in turns, but you will drift wider. Think fast. Still with me? All right. I'm a little impressed. Race you to the spire. Hold on. I've got contacts inbound. Contact. Vandal fighter. Dead ahead. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All your systems are active. This is a live fire encounter. Mark your target. You're taking hits. Check your heart for shield and damage status. Stay sharp. We've got more hostiles inbound. Looks like there's a glaive in the mix. That glaive's a recognized ace. Enemy designation is tank. We're gonna have to work together to take it down. Target the glaive. You gotta mark a target, kid. Firing controlled bursts. Give your weapons time to cool, or they'll overheat. Good kill. Glaive's down. Now flip to engage the rest. Good luck. clear. Hell of a training session, huh?
Danger. Radiation critical.
I'm getting erratic power spikes from your ship. They must have hit your power plant. Your ship's loaded with military intel, so we can't let it fall into enemy hands. You'll have to initiate self-destruct before you eject. On me, rookie. Come on, bail out! Get out of there! Cutting it close there, kid. Let's get you back to base. First round's on me.
I found the tutorial to be not only informative for the nude pilot, but also immersive. I also see where they could add an EVA or extravehicular activity tutorial after you eject from your Gladius. Maybe it's coming soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget, if you guys like this video, give it the old thumbs up and subscribe. And thanks for watching.